Dear estate agents, hi, this is Jen, and if you are preparing yourself to go back after the COVID-19 crisis, then this video is for you. It's actually how to dominate your market and how to dominate your market with speed, and all with the help from a ClickFunnels mentor, and that is Krista Mashaw, and she'll go through everything that you need. So if that sounds of interest, then stick around and more to follow after this. Okay, welcome back. So this video is for you guys if you are an estate agency and you are preparing to go back after the recent COVID-19 crisis. There's been a lot going on, and you may have already gone back and you've put some procedures and safety systems in place. However, you are still worried about your market, and with a good reason as well. However, I'm here to help. I've just recently been on a ClickFunnels program, and if you have been following me on my channel, you would know that I really do love ClickFunnels, and it saved my business a few years back, so I'm always a massive fan. And what ClickFunnels does at the moment, they have certain speakers to come on and talk about their successes in their industries with the help of a program called ClickFunnels. And I'm here today to let you know of a lady called Krista Mashaw. She is an estate agent and has been for many years, I believe now 17 years. And she gives you an insight as to what she does in order to get results in her business within her industry. So there are three main points that she goes through, and the training will follow after this. But basically, she tells you what you need before you start going to market, before you start building your funnel. And she also goes through exactly what you're going to need in your business to help you get there. And the main third point really she covers is the 8 C's when it comes to your sales cycle. So there's a lot going on. I've been through the training myself a couple of times, and there are so many golden nuggets for you to take on board. So follow the training. I've also left links below for you to have access to other things as well. For example, her strategy that you can download your side and implement straight away into your business. If you need any help along the way, then please let me know. I'll also leave the link to the 30 days brick and mortar ClickFunnels One Funnel Away challenge. Again, I've been through it. I think it's absolutely amazing. I really wish there was a challenge like that when I first started my business back in 2012, back in Shanghai, China, my first out of 4 indoor cycling studio. But you don't just learn how to set up a funnel as a sustainable system in your process, in your business. It's actually a step-by-step process on what it means to become a marketer when it comes to the offer that you put in front of your market, the sales process, the funnel that you build, and you also need to have a strong back end, i.e. email marketing, in order for you to not leave leads and money essentially on the table. So you learn everything in 30 days. So if that's where you're at and you feel you've got the time to brush up on your skills, or just learn brand new skills if you're just starting out, or you've been in the estate agency world for many years and you just want to see how you can move things online, then the training is definitely for you and that program. So I'll leave all the links below. Let me know if you need any help along the way. I'm here to help, and I will see you in the next video.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the ClickFunnels Brick and Mortar Summit. My name is Bailey Richert, and right now I'm delighted to be bringing you a presentation by Krista Mashaw. Realtor, broker, best-selling author, trainer, speaker, and coach Krista Mashaw developed a highly successful real estate career before turning her attention to sharing her secrets to her success through her writing, coaching, speaking, and trainings. Krista has sold over 2,000 homes in her career and has been ranked in the top 1% of realtors in the entire nation. Krista's innovative approach flies in the face of conventional wisdom about how realtors, other professionals, and all business owners should promote and market themselves. Through her best-selling books, coaching, webinars, and courses, Krista offers step-by-step instructions so others can achieve that same success. So let's go see what Krista has to share with us today.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I'm super honored to be here. This is great and super excited to share with you why I love ClickFunnels and how ClickFunnels has absolutely helped transform my business. A little backstory is that I've been in real estate for about 18 years, in the top 1% of real estate agents across the nation. Sold about just around 2,000 homes in my career. And now we want to show you what we've done to help us get to that point. So first of all, it's really important when you are starting any business that you really, really understand your why and you dig into your why. Now, I know some of you are going, oh, Krista, that's just so fluffy. And, everyone says that, but really it's so, so true. Because when you're in any business and you're learning something new, whether it's new software or a new strategy, you run into obstacles and things get challenging and things get hard. And most people, when things get difficult or hard, they jump back into their comfort zone and they stop trying to propel forward because they're nervous or they're scared or they have made a mistake or they've failed or they've fallen down. So if you understand the reasoning behind what it is that you want to do, it's going to make sure that no matter what, that you never ever stop, that you just keep going, that you figure out how to go over, under, through, around that obstacle, and just understand and know that we all have obstacles. Things are hard. Things get difficult. When you see somebody in your marketplace, right, you see that top producing agent or that top producing lender, and you think that they've got it all, I guarantee you that they are having the exact same struggles that you are. It's just a matter of how they deal with them, how they handle those struggles in those situations, and how they continue to propel over them. And no matter what, they don't stop. So understand what your why is. Really, really figure it out. Once you know what your why is, you'll make sure that you persevere, and that strong desire is going to help get you there. So know your why. That's the first step. So number two is really understanding what your vision is. Why do you want what you think you want? Where do you see yourself going? Where do you want to end up, right? Do you want to be an agent that maybe just does 10 more deals a year? Or do you want to be selling 100 deals a year? What do you want? And figure out why. Understand that if you're planning to change from where you are now, your life is going to change a little bit too. It means you're going to have to give up some things. It means you're going to have to probably change a little bit about how you're acting. And as long as you understand what the costs are, both financially, both with time and with your energy, and you really, really understand what that means, again, it's going to help you get to where you want to go much, much sooner, and then push through anything and everything. Goal setting. And again, this is all my plan, but I think it's really, really important. You've got to set goals. What you track grows. Okay. When you track something, it grows. That's just why when you go to watch a football game or you go to watch somebody, a sporting team, they are tracking their numbers, right? If you didn't track your numbers, you'd never know who was winning. You wouldn't care about it. It's the same thing with you as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, and as an agent. You have to understand that you are still a business owner. You are not just an agent. You need to treat your business like a business. And when you have goals, it'll help ensure that you actually get to that finish line. You get where you want to go. So what do goals look like? Goals mean that you are saying, I want to make this much money, do this many units. And when you think about goals, don't just think about business. Think about, personally, professionally, with your marriage, with your relationships, with your health. All of that has to be thought about, because the more and more that you really think about what it is that you want, why you want it, you set goals, it's going to ensure that you actually get there. And we all know that we want to be able to achieve and we deserve anything and everything we put our minds to. Okay, so now let's get into the beef of it. So now that you have your vision, you understand your why, you've set goals, now you're breaking into this new business, you want to sell a lot of business. The first thing that we need to think about is our brand. Now, many businesses fail, and here's why. I'm going to give you an overview of it, is they forget about 8 things that are really, really important in your business. Remember, you're a business. You own a business, so you've got to think about this. Number 1, I call it the 8 C's of the sales cycle. And many people, they only focus on one or two phases of the sales cycle. So what happens is that their business fails. So the first phase of the sales cycle, what I call the 8 C's, is marketing. So marketing is the number 1 when you think about a business. And that has to do with what we're talking about right now, building your brand, right? When you think about brand, I want you to think about not just colors and your logo and your signs and all that. I want you to think about, how does your brand define you, define who you are? What is your mission? What is your vision statement? How do you want people to perceive you? What feelings do you want to get? What type of clients do you want to work with? Who is your niche? All of that has to do with marketing. And when you can clearly define who your client avatar is, what your niche is, what you love, the feelings that you want people to think about when they think about you, what happens is that all is a huge aspect of your marketing, right? Of your brand. So branding is marketing. They align and they go hand in hand. Now, the cool thing about when you really understand who your brand is, who you're trying to serve, who you want to show value to, then all of your marketing, all of your funnels, all of your business will align and speak the language to that person. Thus, making you be able to attract, I call it attraction-based marketing, the exact type of client that you want to work with you. So number one of the 8 C's is marketing. The second phase is lead generation. Now, lead generation, you've got ClickFunnels. Lead generation is the easiest thing, the easiest part of this business. And I'm a real estate coach now, so I hear all the time, I want leads, I want leads. And what I tell everyone is that leads is the simplest part of the eight C's of the sales cycle. The simplest, most easiest part is getting leads. Generating leads is easy, right? But if you market correctly, when you get those leads, it's going to be easier to get the leads. So the step number 2 is making sure that when you get these leads that you keep them always. I'm kind of going off on a little tangent here, so I'm going to kind of stick to my slides and I'm going to get back to the 8 C's. So with your branding, number 1, you want to make sure that you what I use sometimes is I use something called on Pinterest, you can do wedding palettes, and it helps you pick your colors and all that great stuff, right? Pick your niche. Now, here's the thing. So many agents are afraid of picking their niche. They feel that if I pick a niche, what's going to happen is I'm going to lose clients. Not true. When you speak the language of a client, right, then they are more likely to want to work with you. So what do I mean by that? Think about this. When you're listening to something on TV or listening to something on the radio, and you hear something that really, really affects you. So for example, I'm a 48-year-old woman, right? When somebody says menopause, I hear, oh my gosh, I have hot flashes. I want to hear that, right? If I'm a 22-year-old boy who wants to gain muscles and I hear something about gaining muscles on TV, I'm going to tune in. It's the same thing with you with real estate. You want to be able to tune in to who your client avatar is. The more that you are niche specific, the more that your content speaks the language to somebody right where they're at in their customer journey, the more likely they're going to be able to hear your message, the more likely they're going to want to work with you and align with you. So figure out, what do you love to do? Do you like working with buyers, sellers? Is there a certain condo? People moving up, people moving down, rural properties? What do you love? Figure that out and then start speaking the language to all of those people. Obviously, you want to make sure that you update your photo, update photos of your community. You want to look your part, right? So don't be using the pictures from 1980 when it's 2020 almost. Make sure that our brand is on point with who we are today. Also make sure that you've got photos in your marketing, in your branding of your community. You want to speak the language of your clients that you're trying to attract. Super, super important in your marketing. Okay, day 3, make sure that you've got a website or using ClickFunnels, right? I'm going to show you later on something called a hero funnel, which really, really shows who we are, why they want to work with us. It identifies who our team is. Utilize a hero funnel. If you don't have a website, ClickFunnels will work just fine. You can create a hero funnel so that the community knows exactly who you are. You want to make sure that you are on Zillow, Realtor.com, Facebook as much as possible. You want to be seen socially from your community. The idea is this. We want to become known as the authority figure. You might be an expert in real estate, but if nobody knows that you're an expert in real estate, nobody cares. You need to be seen as the authority figure. Why are you right now watching this video? You're watching this because Russell established himself as the authority figure. You are here watching this now because you realized that he had something that you wanted and he became the authority figure. He's an expert in funnels, but it doesn't matter if he's an expert in funnels if you don't know about it. So your job is to make sure that you are seen on as many platforms as possible. And Facebook is my number 1 favorite, and you are seen as the authority figure. Once people see you as the authority figure, they get to know you, they get to like you, they get to trust you. Boom, they want to work with you. So your job is to get as much social proof as possible. break down barriers, be seen as the expert. And here's the thing, we can't do that just by doing what we've always been told, right? We've been told to do open houses and to door knock and cold call. What I'm saying is that when you utilize these platforms properly, when you utilize ClickFunnels and you create landing pages and you create funnels and you position yourself on these social media sites as the expert authority figure, boom, your business is changing. It becomes attraction-based marketing, not you chasing the leads all the time. All right, so it's really, really important. Another way to get social proof is to get as many video testimonials as possible. And there's some easy ways to do this. I talk about it in my plan. Get video testimonials. Don't just get all at one time. You want to get as many as possible that you can get from people, because it shows that people like to do business with you and that you are the authority figure. Do something like throw a party and ask people, give them a pie, give them a present, and then ask them if they'd be willing to give you a video testimonial. Put those video testimonials on all of your funnels, on your website. Run ads behind them. You want, again, to show people that you do business and people like working with you. It's very, very important. When you get those testimonials, as you see here, make sure you put them on your marketing pieces, put them on your flyers, put them on your funnels, put them everywhere so that people know that you are somebody that they're going to want to do business with. I'll tell you what, I'm a top producing agent in my area, and people will find me online. In most cases, they're interviewing multiple people. It's not just me, right? So you want to make sure that they're interviewing you, and that when they interview you, that I always say, how'd you hear about me? And they go, Krista, we saw your testimonial. So get testimonials. It's super, super important. Put your testimonials on your funnels, on your sales pages, right? So as you're creating your funnels through ClickFunnels, you want to put your testimonials on there. I'm going to show you that today because you want to have social proof. Remember, you can say whatever you want, but until other people are saying it, it doesn't really go quite as far. So get testimonials, make sure you put them up there. Okay, day number 4, set up a landing page. You can do this so easily through ClickFunnels, right? Like, you want to get landing pages out there. You want to be having people go to your ClickFunnels landing page to get information and to want to take the next step. And I'm going to show you some awesome landing pages that we've created that have actually been a game changer in our business. Make sure you pixel your landing page. Make sure you pixel Facebook, because when you pixel your landing pages, when you pixel Facebook correctly, what happens is that people start getting followed. It's kind of like when you go online and when you search, golf clubs, and all of a sudden you see golf clubs following you everywhere. That's because you're pixeled. So make sure you pixel everything so that you know what people are doing when they're doing it. You can inadvertently follow them. This is called prospecting, okay? Now, day 5, video, video, video. I cannot say enough about making sure that you are utilizing video and incorporating video in your business. Video breaks down barriers. It positions you as the authority figure. Even though you're the expert, now it positions you as the authority figure. It helps people to get to know you, to like you, and trust you. Here's the deal, everyone. There are so many real estate agents out there. There's so many lenders out there. You've got to be able to catch people's attention, to be able to show up as that disruptor in the industry and say, hey, look at me. If people don't know you, right? If they can't get to know you until they see you and they hear you. Once they see you and hear you, they begin to know you. When you utilize video properly, what happens is you start to develop a relationship with people. You become the go-to trusted advisor. So the idea is this: anytime anyone thinks about video or their community or real estate, they need to think your name. So how do they do this? They do it by you properly utilizing video as much as possible in your marketing. Now, I'm not just talking about your property videos. I'm talking about buyer tips, seller tips, what to do, what to avoid, what not to do. What's happening in the community? What is the one question you always get asked from everybody all the time? They ask you what? How's the market? Tell them. Be that go-to trusted advisor. Start recording videos about real estate. Start recording videos about your community. What's happening? Local hotspots. What is there to do? Again, if they think real estate, they need to think you, and you do this by utilizing videos. Now remember, all of these videos, they end up going on your ClickFunnels landing pages. They end up going into your funnel. So once you create a video, you can have a lot of uses for it. So my advice to everyone is always to do at least 3 videos a week. Now you're saying, Krista, that's a lot. Well, I'll tell you what. When you have ads running for you and you're using your ClickFunnels account and you're running ads through Facebook and you have video out there, you are inadvertently prospecting, you're inadvertently cold calling, you're inadvertently door knocking. You are like being seen everywhere all the time. And I would much, much rather, instead of doing an open house on a Saturday, like make donuts for my kids, maybe get a quickie and, cuddle up my husband, whatever it might be, instead of being out there doing an open house or door knocking or cold calling. When you utilize your funnels and you utilize video and you run ads with using these strategies, you start to be seen as the expert advisor everywhere. So 3 videos every single week, 1 community related, 1 niche related, and 1 real estate related. You do that every single week. I guarantee after 6 months, your business is going to blow up. Okay. Once you have your videos, you need to run ads utilizing Facebook's ads manager account. You can't just stick your funnel or your ads or your videos on your Facebook page or on your personal page. You've got to run ads behind them. You've got to think about this. Facebook is a business. They want your money. You need to pay to play. So the way that you pay to play by actually running ads behind your funnels, right? You want to be seen by the masses. You want to be seen by everyone. So run ads to your funnels. This is awesome. Remember, you want to give away free lead magnets. The idea is this. When you start running your videos, the idea first, like many marketers, they do it completely wrong. Let me explain. This is like gold for you, all right? In almost every business, what most marketers do is they just want people to give them their information. They say, download a buyer guide, download a seller guide, come to my seminar, blah, 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 blah. Give me your information. People do not want to be sold all the time. So when you properly utilize Facebook's objectives, right, and you just give information, you give value, you serve people, you become that trusted resource. You don't ever ask for anything in return. You just help people. You start to become known, right? And then after they get to know you and you've developed a relationship with them over time, then you become the authority. Then they start to kind of see you more. They kind of start to stalk you a little bit more. They start to click. So initially you just give value, you just give information. It's like you're dating, okay? What do most marketers do? What do most real estate agents and lenders do? They say, give me your information. They go for the kill. No. You don't want to go for the kill. You don't want to get married first. You want to date them. You want to talk on the phone a little bit. You want to text. You want to do video chat. Then you go to breakfast. Then you get coffee, right? Then you go to lunch. Then you become boyfriend and girlfriend. Then you get engaged. Then you get married. Don't be like every other marketer and try to get married first. Establish yourself as the go-to trusted authority figure. When you do this, when you go to create your lead magnets, what happens is they are much more likely to give you their information. So most people skip this, a really important step of establishing themselves as the authority figure. Once you can establish yourself as the authority figure, when you run your lead magnets, when you run your lead magnets and funnels through ClickFunnels, they're going to say, yes, choose me. I know you. I trust you. I like you. I'm going to give you their information. So here's when you start creating awesome lead magnets. You give them their information. You give them free stuff, and then you start building your list, right? Then you own this list. That's the awesome thing about creating amazing landing pages through ClickFunnels is that you start to gather people's information. If Facebook goes away, if LinkedIn goes away, YouTube, Instagram, you name it, they go away. You don't own those platforms, but you own your list. So you want to create as many lead magnets as possible after people have grown to establish you as the authority figure, so you can grow your list and have a lot of safety there. Okay, so day 7, deliver value on other platforms. You don't just want to be showing up on one platform. So there's something called video repurposing. I learned this through Peng Joon. And basically it talks about when you run one video can give you massive momentum. So you record a video, right? And then you put that video, you run an ad through it on Facebook, on ClickFunnels. Then you take that video, you get it transcribed through rev.com, that's rev.com, and then you take that transcription, you add some emojis in it, then you put that on a long form post on Facebook. Now you've got 2 things. Then you take that video, you upload it to YouTube. That's 3 things, right? Then you take that same video and you take the transcription, you put it on your website. Now you've got a website, a blog, that's 4 things. Then you put that video on your website as well. That's 5 things. Then you take that chunks of that video and you put it onto Instagram. Now you've got 6 things. And then you take pieces of that video and you utilize it in different areas of your marketing. Maybe it's a quote card. Maybe it is a nice little email. Maybe it's a quick snippet for a market update. One video got you 7, 8, 9 different uses for it. So put it on YouTube, put it all over the place, get it everywhere, okay? Another thing that's really, really important on delivering value in other platforms is go on to other people's social media Facebook groups. So join other local groups. Go in there to the biggest Facebook group that's in your area. Start offering information. Start giving value. Don't say, hey, I'm the #1 real estate agent. No. Don't ask. Serve, don't sell. The more that you help people and they're seeing your videos, they're seeing your ads, they're seeing your funnels, then they start seeing your signs. And then all of a sudden you're going to start hearing, before you know it, I see you everywhere. As soon as you hear this, you know it's working, right? It's going to take time. It's going to happen very soon, but it takes a little bit of time to get up there. So make sure that you give value. You don't just ask for business, you serve people, and that will be very, very useful in your business. Also run ads on Instagram and on Facebook, right? So as you start to run ads on Instagram and on Facebook. If you're utilizing Facebook, you can easily run ads through Instagram. Very, very simple. That way you're seen on multiple platforms. You got to think about this. People aren't always just on Facebook. So if you're on Instagram and on YouTube and on Facebook and maybe on LinkedIn, then you're not going to miss anybody. You're going to be seen by everyone. So make sure that you're on multiple platforms. Okay. Day 8, creating buyer and seller guides. You want to make sure that you've got stuff to give people when you meet them, right? Value. You can utilize these buyer and seller guides and you can create landing pages. Now, when you do this, don't say, download my buyer guide. No, you want to talk about what are the benefits of the buyer's guide. Why would somebody want to download your guide? It's something like this. You want to think about what are their problems? How can I help them? How can I move them away from pain and towards pleasure? Your copy in your landing pages, your copy on your ads wants to be doing that. Don't say, download my free buyer's guide, download my free seller's guide. Say, no, how to find out how to get your dream home in the most perfect area without overpaying, right? How to get the home of your dreams, even competing with multiple offers. If you can do this and grab their attention and hook them, then you give them the buyer guide, the seller guide, but don't call it that. But definitely create them so that you can get them to them. Also, make sure you've got a good CRM. Through ClickFunnels, they've got a CRM in there which you can utilize. I utilize RealVol. It works better for me because they have action plans and sequences and workflows. But make sure very early on you have a very good CRM. Nothing is worse than tell you a story. When I got into the business, my clients love me. They love working with me. I overserve, I overdeliver, and I thought everyone would just remember me. Well, guess what? Wow, was I ever wrong. They don't just remember you. They don't just remember who you are. They forget about you. But if you've got a good CRM and you are creating ads on Facebook and using your funnels, right? And then you're taking your emails and you're uploading them into Facebook, then people are, again, inadvertently getting marketed to. If you're utilizing your CRM to have reminders about birthdays and anniversaries and their home anniversary, and you're doing video newsletters, they can't forget about you. They're going to love you. So you want to make sure you're staying top of mind awareness by having a really, really good CRM. Okay, now we are going to prepare for a buyer and seller seminar. We have an awesome funnel. I'm not sure I'm going to show you that today, but really, really great funnel on a buyer and seller seminar. So when you do this, this is a way to get in front of people. Now remember, you're creating videos, you're giving content, you're giving advice, you're serving, you're not just selling. You are becoming that authority figure. Now you've got your buyer guide, you've got your seller guide. Now it's time to actually prepare to do a buyer and seller seminar. So determine the time and the location, right? Prepare your slides for the presentation. Create a Facebook ad so you can drive traffic to it. Make sure you create the seller seminar in your ClickFunnels account. We have one of those. And then set up your CRM to send automatic auto reminders to get them in front of you so they don't forget. When you've got an amazing funnel, oh my gosh, it just makes it so easy. And then what we do is we actually do a different type of a seminar, but we do a seminar that absolutely is a virtual seminar. So we set up a virtual seminar. We run ads like, what's my home worth, but they're called something different. And then we bring sellers that are interested in their home value. Then we bring them to a virtual seller seminar, which is awesome. So also create a video about what to expect at the seminar, create thank you for registering video, create a reminder video to send them the day before, and create a sign-in sheet. You're going to need all of that for your buyer and seller seminar. Highly recommend doing them together. What I like to do is to do the buyer seminar first. And then when the sellers come in, the sellers realize that, number one, I've got buyers and I'm educating the buyer. So if you do them together back to back, do the buyer one first and then the seller one. So the sellers see that you've got buyers and you're educating the buyers about the process. They really, really do appreciate that. Okay. Now, this is an awesome lead generating strategy. Creating an open house list, a Facebook campaign where you create a landing page where you tell people, hey, would you like to know about all of the open houses that are this weekend? Now, here's the thing. People, you run this list all the time, right? When buyers are looking and they see an open house list, they want to download this list. We create a lot of landing pages like this through ClickFunnels, open house list, what's my home worth list, single story home list, rural home list, pool list, acreage list. Think about what it is in your area that people really, really want, that's hard to get, and then you're going to create a landing page and a funnel, and you're going to drive traffic to, and you're going to give them that free thing. That's your lead magnet. You're going to get their information. You're going to utilize it, put it into your CRM, and you're going to continue to market to them. It's like easy peasy. Now, again, don't forget, make sure that you're repurposing all of your videos. I kind of already went over that, so I'll just do it really, really quickly. Long form post on Facebook, the video on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Post your video to your website. Make sure the video is there and the actual long words, and utilize the transcription. This will absolutely help your business. And it's like you're using one thing and you're getting 8-9 uses out of it. Okay. So days 15 through 20, through 100, you're going to continue this forever. You are going to rinse and repeat what we just talked about, right? You're going to want to do that every single day. And there's a few things that I want you to think about in your business that you want to make sure that we didn't really talk about here, but that you want to do all of the time. Like no matter what in your business, every single day, you want to make sure that you are posting in these Facebook groups. You're recording 3 videos a week, niche, community specific, and a real estate related video. You are putting those videos, running ads behind them, doing the video repurposing, getting them on all of the different sites, right? Utilizing your ClickFunnels account, creating funnels, creating landing pages, getting as many leads as you can after you've established yourself as a real estate agent. Every single day, you should be sending out 10 video text messages. 10, that's right, 10. To your sphere of influence, people that you've met, past clients, current clients, friends of friends, family members. And don't ask for business. Just go on to Facebook, look people up, find out something cool that happened to them, send them a video text message, and wait to see how many people remember who you are. All of a sudden, they're remembering who you are. You're becoming top of mind awareness. It's like the most amazing thing. And I want you to remember the 8 C's. I did not get into this. It's really, really important. Number 1, marketing. We went over that in the beginning. Lead generation, super, super simple. But what's not simple is number 3 is lead nurture. People forget that lead nurture is the hardest part for most people, about our sales process. Why? Because we want instant gratification. We want people to say now. We want somebody to all of a sudden just be ready to buy and sell. But according to the National Association of Realtors, buyers and sellers are typically not ready until 3, 6, 12 months later. So what that means is that you need to be showing up where they're looking, when they're looking, on a consistent basis. If you are running your videos, if you are utilizing ClickFunnels, if you are running ads behind them, people are seeing you all the time. You're inadvertently prospecting. So that way, when that lead is ready, you've been nurturing it all along. So what happens is that when they're ready to strike, they're ready to move, they're ready to buy, ready to sell, they're more likely to convert. That's number 4, conversion. How do we make sure that once we've marketed to them, that we've generated leads, that we've lead nurtured them, that we're more likely to convert? Let me explain to you. If you're consistently producing content, you're more likely to connect and more likely to convert because you're developing a relationship with them. So Conversion becomes much more easy when you are continually doing this type of a cycle, right? You're showing up, you're top of mind awareness, you're showing up as the authority figure. You're more likely to convert because they trust you and you've been showing up in front of them as the authority figure. Now, what's the next phase? It's fulfillment and delivery. Once you've marketed that lead, you've generated that lead, right? You've nurtured that lead, you've converted that lead. How do you make sure that you give it the very best fulfillment and delivery process? You do that, number one, by having regular communication, by having their best interests at heart, by treating your business like a business, reminding them of appointments, truly educating them, showing up, text message reminders, email reminders, video reminders, being present, not just saying, oh, go do your thing. You want to make sure that you give them the very best fulfillment and delivery process so that they will do what? They will always come back to you. After you've given them the best process, now the sixth step is that they're going to refer you, they're going to retain you, and they're going to resell with you, right? The 3 R's. Now add to that rituals and routines. So you want to make sure that in order for them to want to come back to you, to refer you, to retain them as a client, and to resell with you, that you've got rituals and routines that looks like this. Going and doing just what we talked about. Running your videos every single week. Putting ads behind them. Utilizing ClickFunnels to have buyer seminars, seller seminars, to create landing pages, right? Getting your list, building your list up, staying top of mind awareness. People will forget about you. They will absolutely forget about you if you don't remind them. When you utilize ClickFunnels correctly, when you continue to stay top of mind awareness, when you show up as the authority figure, all of a sudden one day you stop chasing and you start attracting. That is the beauty behind utilizing ClickFunnels and creating these landing pages and these beautiful funnels for you to absolutely stay top of mind awareness and to quit chasing business. Now, I know I just talked really, really fast, and I think I'm done. So hopefully this was valuable to you and it helped you. Now we're going to get into showing you some specific examples of funnels and how we utilize them in our business. So sit tight. Let's rock.